afternoon. Say, man, I'm gonna switch it up, man, and I'm gonna talk about this story right now going on in the NFL. I want to get your opinion on this. The Steelers. A lot of people didn't know. The Steelers actually told people that Antonio Brown, he sat out the regular season finale with the Bengals. They said it was because of an injury, but it comes to find out now they're reporting that he actually had a midweek temper tantrum, directed at the quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. And as a result of that, them not getting along, he is asking, to be traded out of Pittsburgh. SamAnt, what are your thoughts on Antonio Brown, asking now to be traded after, him going back and forth with Ben Roethlisberger?
Well, it's a little hypocritical on Antonio Brown's part because he was bigging him up and loving Ben Roethlisberger all this time, and now that you complain that you're mad that you had a little disagreement, now you went out. That being said, I don't ever mind when a player wants out. I don't ever mind when a player complains in the NFL because the NFL is one of the most cutthroat businesses in the world. And As much as I love football, I don't mind when players get mad. I don't mind when players gripe with owners because you sit there and you get shit on. You're in human car wrecks nonstop and you don't get compensated properly. You don't get taken care of properly. And if you don't go and hit certain numbers that the NFL needs you to hit, your families doesn't take care of, your health aren't taken care of right. Once you're out of the league, it's just real sick what's going on over there. That being said, this isn't surprising to me. Like I said, he's a little bit of a diva when it comes to the wide receiver position, which is cool. They'll get some bargaining power for an Antonio Brown. If he wants out, shit, let him roll. Get a first round pick for him. Let him go. Let him be happy somewhere else and go take that pick and do that. And that's, historically, you don't see Pittsburgh doing that kind of thing. They're real tight on when it comes to trading people, letting their coaches go. They're a real tight unit over there in Pittsburgh, and they found a lot of success in doing so. So this would be interesting to see. But in my opinion, I'll let his ass go.
Yeah, if it's a cancer for the locker room, especially going at the quarterback, if they can't find a way, it's probably at this point, I think that it's it's done in relationship. You got to let them go. It's almost like we seen play out with McNabb, and Terrell Owens, which I never, because they should have won a couple Super Bowls together. So when they was going through that whole little thing, and T.O. was on the camera out in front of his house with the weights and all that, and it was a big media. I hated to see that because I knew what they could do on the field, but it just sometimes people's attitudes just don't mesh, and no matter how good they are on the field, off the field, it's in shambles. They had their time. Pittsburgh's a class organization. If that dude wants to go and he's a cancer, get him out of there. You can get a couple picks and get somebody in there, just as good as better, with all the talent coming out, these colleges.
Agreed on that.
So definitely.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir. But you tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and SamAnt. Going in today on this Tuesday evening, everybody listening on YouTube, I need y'all to do me 2 favors. Hit that like button and make sure that you share this video. SamAnt, let's get some early, predictions for this week's playoff matchups in the NFL. Who do you got? I think you got the Cowboys and the Seahawks, and then we got who? The Chargers and the Ravens. I think the first game.
Okay.
Who do you got? The Chargers and the Ravens.
Chargers and Ravens. I got the Chargers in a close game. I know the Ravens are one of your close Super Bowl picks early on in the AFC. But I think that Phillip Rivers, I think that them boys down there in Los Angeles now, it's going to have a little too much firepower for Baltimore this round. I think Baltimore's a real young team. I think they're really set and pressed to take over the AFC. What are they? The AFC South? No, the AFC North. Excuse me. The AFC North out there. Cleveland's looking good. So the AFC North is really starting to bloom and take over. Pittsburgh has to watch out. That being said, I have Los Angeles Chargers winning that game in a close one, and obviously I have the Seattle Seahawks whooping the Dallas Cowboys ass.
It's hard for me to go against somebody in their home, so I got to go with the Ravens. I don't see the Chargers going in.
They're traveling far. It's going to be cold. Yeah. They don't usually play well in the cold. I hear you.
Yeah, but you want the Chargers, so it is what it is.
I got to get Phillip Rivers. He's too good of a quarterback to just get bounced out again. You got a 12-4 record. You should have had a first round bye. You had a better record than even the Patriots did, winning the AFC East. You should be sitting at home right now. That being said, you got to go play the division winner. It's how the NFL set up. I don't have a problem with how the NFL set up. You go play the division winner at their house. Got to deliver. It's got to deliver.
Who you got? Eagles, Bears.
I got the Eagles in the close one.
A lot of people, and it was funny because I think Dion and Sharp they were saying the same thing you said. They said the inexperience at quarterback with the Bears might get the Eagles over the hump in that game.
You're not dealing with a Eagles team that just got hot, that's going into the playoffs. You're dealing with the defending Super Bowl champions that just got hot and going into the playoffs now. I am not an Eagles fan. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck all of them. Not an Eagles fan, but got to keep it real. And you got a team right now with Nick Foles who is hot as fire. The team is clicking. The emotion's there. Your fans always travel well, so they'll be out on Soldier Field as much as you got the Bears fans is going to keep them out. They'll be there. The Eagles will be there. It's just going to be too much for a second-year quarterback, a young team who's set and pressed to take over the NFC North, because I see the Green Bay Packers falling off a little bit. I don't have faith in the Vikings with my man Kirk Cousins.
Not at all.
Out there behind the center.
Chicago's division.
So that's Chicago's division. I see them doing damage in it for a number of years with that young boy Trubisky. This time around, I got the Eagles going in there and getting the best of them. Probably winning by about 7 to 10.
I'm a little nervous, you know, simply because of that defense, even though those guys have been playing well, you know, but I'm very confident in the offense, man. You got Jeffrey going back to his old stomping grounds. We got Aguilar, and we got my man, what's my man's? It's drawing a blank, man. A light-skinned boy we just picked up. Golden Tate. My man Golden Tate the third in there. We got Ertz, who's the best tight end in the